Hi, my name is Tyler Flood, Houston, Texas DWI defense attorney. One of the most commonly asked questions that I receive about DWI is, what do I tell the officer if he asks me how much I had to drink? Well, there is not a very clear-cut answer to that, but I can tell you that most people want to tell the officer that they drank their last drink many hours before they were driving. Usually that's not the truth. Usually a person just left somewhere and recently finished their last drink. The advice that I can give on that, it is better to be truthful with the officer and tell them how recent your last drink was. The more recent your last drink was finished, the better that can help you in defending your case. The reason it's better to be honest with the officer and tell them that you just recently finished your last beverage is because if you are still in the absorption phase of drinking alcohol and your BAC is still rising at the time that you were pulled over, this makes it much more difficult for the state's experts to tell what your BAC level was at the time of driving. Usually a breath or blood test is taken sometime at some point in the future after you have driven. That's not the number that a jury can consider when they're deciding to convict you or not, or deciding if you're intoxicated. The state's expert has to come back and do what's called a retrograde extrapolation, and they can use a calculation to say what your BAC was at the time of driving. If you recently finished your last beverage, you would still be in the absorption phase, and the expert will not be able to calculate what your BAC level was at the time of driving.